Coach, a real impressive victory, venture fashion. Can you tell us about your thoughts about the game, and then we'll open up with questions from the state committee. Go ahead, please.
I thought that overall our kids played very well tonight, shot the ball extremely well. I was told we set a three-point record, which is kind of neat, on our first game down here in the big building. And thought our kids, to start out with, were kind of feeling things out. But once they got into their rhythm and flow, it was another basketball game, and they competed extremely hard on the defensive end. I was really pleased with our defense. Thought that was going to be an important thing to keep them out of the lane, and we did a nice job of that. And then we did a really nice job of limiting their second opportunities. But we did a nice job of blocking off on the glass and keeping them to one opportunity on most of their trips. So, kids played really well.
Thank you. Open up for some questions. We got one in the back right.
Trevor and Sam, that second quarter, does it get any more fun for you guys than that? I mean, when you're on that kind of hot streak right there?
It's good for us. Builds our confidence, gets us going, but it all starts on the defensive end. Like Coach said, we're pinching gaps, making them shoot shots, getting one duns, and that really sparks our offense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Just great ball movement. We started off a little sluggish, but we got into our rhythm and we're knocking shots down.
Yeah, for all of you guys. You said you started off a little slow. What was the biggest difference then between the first and the second quarter there?
In the first quarter, like Coach said, we were just feeling things out. The court's bigger, it's a big atmosphere. Obviously there's nerves, but once you get used to it, it's just a regular basketball game.
Yeah, I agree. Confidence, I think, went up as the game went on. We were feeling things out as the game started, and I think we settled in pretty nice.
Coach?
Yeah, I think these two guys are out on the floor, so I think their feelings probably are a little more pertinent to you. But I felt that. We were closer to ourselves at the end of the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Some of the people around the state don't see us all the time, but I see these guys day in and day out, and they are when they're really playing well and playing the way we play, and they're in attack mode. They play fearless on offense and fearless on defense, and I think you saw some of that once they settled in.
Scott, at this point of the season, are the expectations greater on yourselves or the expectations that other people have of you at this point?
Yeah, I think pretty mutual. We don't try to talk and place a lot of expectations on these guys other than enjoy this. I mean, I started talking about this from day one, and we continue to talk about it. It's got to be fun. They've got to enjoy it. And it continues right now in the state tournament and playing in the state championship game, that they have to enjoy this. And the other expectation is that they play their butts off. And they did. You saw it again tonight. They played extremely hard. They played for each other. And when we do those things, I harp on them too about keeping the focus small and staying in the moment. Those kind of things. That's our expectations. Wins and losses, you can ask them. We don't talk a ton about it, and we feel like we're a good basketball team. And when we play well as a group and share the ball and play hard defensively and do all those things we talk about as staples of our program, the wins will follow, and that's kind of what's happened.
Hey Sam, can you talk a little bit about in the playoffs, maybe the stroke's been a little off. You seemed like you had the stroke going right away from tonight. Did you tweak anything, or was it just feeling comfortable out there?
Just trying to get into a rhythm, trying to get some easy ones early. Those weren't falling, but coach just told me to keep shooting, and they're eventually going to fall, and they did.
Yeah, I got unbelievable confidence in these two guys and anybody else that plays for us. And my only message is, and I truly believe, especially with these two guys, if they miss one, the next one's going in. I mean, that's how good they are. And there can be, playing fearless, there can be no doubts. And I certainly hope that no doubts ever creep in any player's mind because that there's no room for it or no need for it. All the work that they put in. So I don't care if they miss 2 or 3 in a row. The next one's for sure going.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about Joey Hauser being a freshman, and he was kind of a catalyst for your offense early on. He only had 7 points on the night, but had some big baskets early for you guys to get you going.
Yeah, I always classified it as a freshman, but we told him when the tournament started towards the end of the season. He's when we get into February and March conference and WI tournament time, trying to win conference championships, he's no longer a freshman. So, but he's played a lot of basketball in his time already as a young man. He's a really good player. He's got a great inside-out game. He played with real confidence tonight, which was good to see because as our third scorer, you need that third and fourth scorer. And I think Krishak stepped up tonight too and hit a couple of shots. And it's a team basketball game. I know these 2 guys get a lot of the credit, and they should because they're tremendous players. But we get this done as a group, 5 on the floor at one time, and all 13. So it's a team game, and Joey stepped up big tonight to help get us going offensively.
Sam and Trevor, can you talk a little bit about playing for a state championship tomorrow night? You guys kind of got over the hump in the sectionals, and now you guys are playing for one. So.
Yeah, I've been dreaming of this since I was a little kid, and we're making it come true tomorrow. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, to add on that, we've been playing together since 4th grade. I mean, half this team was our hoops club team. He was our coach, and 4th grade, what did we?
4th grade.
Yeah, we won one, and now we gotta do it in high school and just make a dream come true.
Sam, could you talk about your defensive rebounding a little bit? Because you obviously put some nice numbers on that category tonight.
Well, we knew they had some guys on their team who crashed offensive boards really hard. So me and Ruzek had to put bodies on them, and the rebounds would follow us, and they obviously did. So that was, and we limited them to 1 shot only on each possession, which was big. So, yeah.
Yeah, Sam's been our lead rebounder all year, and he was big tonight with his length and his timing. He's just really a good rebounder, and you saw that on display tonight.
Scott, was there a point tonight that you weren't comfortable with how your team was performing at all, even in the first quarter when you were just kind of feeling things out?
You always want to start a little faster, but offensively. But I was real pleased with our focus and our intent and our defense. So I knew I always trust that the shots are going to fall because, as I said, we've got very good shooters, and I trust and believe in these guys. And so no, I guess as a coach, your job is to never get too comfortable, but I was never really that uncomfortable either.
Anything else for Coach Anderson? Excellent.